Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 9 of your daily top 7 at 7. We are going to begin where we always begin with your top tech tweets of the day. Looks like we've got, of course, NASA coming in. Construction is complete on at NASA SLS, Structural Test Land. And we're going to gearing up to test the rocket's fuel tank. Excellent. A new study finds that 7,000 cheetahs remain in the wild, down from 100,000 nearly a century ago. Let's see. The Science Channel, Earth and the Sun taken in by Cassini from 1 billion miles away. Do you feel small? 1 billion miles away. Man. These guys are way out there now. Curiosity rover. The streets have no name here on Mars, but they do in LA. You're welcome to visit my twin and team at NASA JPL, hashtag MarsYard. Looks like, yeah, you're out there in the boneyard having fun. All right, our next stories, our last story, last tweets. The the urgency of acting to mitigate climate change is real and cannot be ignored, President said. And it looks like we're looking at more of the spiral galaxies that were being taken pictures of yesterday by the Hubble. All right, going into world news now. All right, U.S. Navy ship fired warning shots at Iranian vessels. Navy destroyer fired 3 warning shots at 4 Iranian fast attack vessels near the Strait of Hormuz after they closed in at high speed and disregarded repeated requests to slow down, U.S. officials said on Monday. Taiwan courts Central America. Excuse me. There we go. I've had a cold for the last few days and I'm waiting for some of this phlegm to break up, so thank you for bearing with me. Taiwan courts Central America after U.S. visit angers China. In Tegucigalpa, Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen praised Honduras for its loyalty on Monday at the start of a trip to 4 Central American nations aimed at strengthening ties, days after she met U.S. lawmakers in Texas on a visit that angered China. So now we know a little bit more about that incident yesterday, where we were trying to figure out exactly what China was mad at. All right, Cyprus leaders seek deal in historic opportunity for peace. The leaders of both sides of ethnically divided Cyprus began new unification talks on Monday, but sought to temper hopes of a swift breakthrough, though its UN envoy said a deal to resolve one of Europe's most enduring conflicts was within reach. Number 5, U.S. sanctions Russia's top investigator, 4 others for rights abuses. The United States on Monday blacklisted Alexander Bastrykin, Russia's top investigator and close aide to Russian President Vladimir Putin, and 4 other Russian officials for human rights abuses. Let's see. Number 6, Italy reopens embassy in Libya after 2 years in closure. Let's see. Italy is sending its ambassadors back to Libya, its foreign ministry said on Monday, making it the first Western diplomatic mission to reopen in that divided country. Let's see. In our last story of the night, I believe, Iraq Special Forces advance in East Mosul, close to linking with Army. Iraqi special forces made further advancements against Islamic State in Mosul on Monday, pushing militants from another eastern district and edging closer to army units nearby, officers in the city said. And it looks like, yeah, the rest of the news is generally more of the same. More about the Venezuelan Congress. The Premier Valls, we talked about him earlier this week. And let's see, or last week, I should say, catching up for this week. And something new, more women lawmakers needed in UK as numbers shockingly low, report. Excuse me. All right, let's go ahead and get it all wrapped up tonight with your trends of the day. Number one, national championship game. Highlights from the national championship game, Alabama versus Clemson. Number two, calculator. How long will it take to burn off that food? If you're worried about how something you eat might affect your waistline, try consulting this calculator to see just how much exercise it would take to burn off those extra calories. Number three, LinkedIn pulled from app stores in Russia over data sovereignty. So LinkedIn is no longer allowed in Russia. Number four, Drive. Oh no, I remember this. Somebody was talking about this earlier today. The iconic drive-through tree felled by winter storm down in California. There was a huge, huge tree. I remember seeing it as a kid, and you could drive literally right through it. But apparently it's fallen down. So that's how bad the winter storm has been today. I told you, where we were having pretty horrible snows here just recently, and the snow has finally started to melt. Well, guess what it's doing right now? It's snowing. Okay. Number five, Clemson Tigers. Will Clemson Tigers be next team to end long championship drought? Sure, why not, dude? Mandy Moore. Not that Mandy Moore. Both are well respected for their work. Both are having a heck of a year, and both stirred up buzz at Sunday's Golden Globe Awards. Mandy Moore, the actress, showed up, etc., etc. And then Martin Luther King Jr. The Martin Luther King Jr. pilgrimage to Israel that never was. The plans for Martin King Jr.'s pilgrimage were ambitious. That would have been really cool to see something like that. But, it just occurs to me here at the end. I've been watching the news all day, and the one thing that I didn't see reflected in any of the reports that we talked about today was this wonderful story that we got on daily news, repeated every minute during every report all day long, was talking about Donald Trump and Meryl Streep. And you can Google that yourself if you want to know the story. I've already seen it about a billion times today, and I'm not about to repeat it. I just like to think that if you watch your daily news and you want to find out a little bit more about what's going on in the world, that's what we're here for. Your daily top 7 at 7, so you don't have to go looking for news. We find actual things that are really happening in the world. And if we find too much Meryl Streep, Donald Trump fluff, we skip past it and we try to, find something of substance. So come back in, enjoy it. Look forward to the new studio coming soon and the new format. There's a brand new format coming soon, and I think you guys might enjoy it. So I will see you guys tomorrow.